Flying through the city with the windows down.
Hey guys, it's your girl Giselle.
I gotta get myself together. Wanna be ready when the stormy weather comes around. I'm just gonna be greater. My time is now, not later. I know you don't believe in me, but you gon' respect the God in me. Believe in me. I believe. Gotta know I love you.
Hey yo, buscas pasar un buen rato. Dímelo. Bueno, ¿qué tal una aventura para toda la vida? Okay. Mira, gato, sobrevivo, donde vivo, no me importa. Tomaré un mangla, un gato o lo que sea. See, I'm moving fast, but no crash. I'm a last, get that cash, ain't no time for the low class. Nací para ser un capoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer, hacer dinero. Nací para ser un capoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer, hacer dinero. Entra la diosa de la jungla, el señor, la arena. El que es como nunca has visto.
Dance to the sound, talk to nature so free. Back that thing up on what you want to see.
Coge, nena, coge, nene. Quiero que expreses todo tu amor y alegría. Suficiente por los juegos, así que deja de jugar tímido. Nací para ser un capoteo, manejo tu bum bum. Nací para aparecer. Yo.
Let me give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you, baby. All night, right?
I'ma take you some loving, sweet delicious somethings. Only you, I'm so gifted. See the blood on the wings.
Point of View Talk Show Season 3.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Season 3 from Her Point of View Talk Show with your girl, Lizzie the Goddess, and my lovely co-host.
What's up, guys? It's Giselle, and I am, as always, excited to be back with you again. And if you guys would love to be a guest on our show, please email us at herpointofview@aol.com.
This show is brought to you by I Said It Management. If you are curious to see any of my work, hearing my music, etc., you go ahead and Google Lily the Goddess, and I will come up on all social media platforms for you.
And I would love for you guys to check me out as well. I am at Gizzy Worldwide. That's Gizzy Worldwide.
Tonight, we're going to get into it with so much hot topics. Let me tell you, it's going to be great. Shout out to our brand ambassadors. First and foremost, we got Lizzie Smith, our first brand ambassador of the show. Actually, we got several too. Lizzie Smith, we got, what's up, girl? Woohoo! She says, excited for the show. We also have Mimi Acosta, the legendary Mimi Acosta. Shout out to her. MIA Entertainment. Go ahead and look it up on Facebook. All social media platforms. Go ahead and Google it. It'll come up. All social media platforms. Hello, ladies. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you so much, Lizzie. What's up, Bernadette? How you doing?
Hi.
There we go.
Lizzie
Check it out. Went on this month of May, ladies and gentlemen, what with this exciting event coming our way, live to you from her point of view. Live. That's going to be great. Some performances.
Yes, we have our live taping May 25th with an audience. It's our first. We're celebrating the 2-year anniversary, and Lily the Goddess has been here the whole time. We're in season 3 now, and we're so excited to be hosting this event along with the co-hosts from season 1 and 2, Diaja Marie and Mimi Acosta. So you'll see all of us there with some lovely celebrity guests. Yes.
It's been so long since I've seen Diaja Marie, and Miss Mimi, and then all these lovely ladies that all these beautiful queens that are gonna be on that panel. I hope everybody takes time to get them outfits ready and show up,
right?
Because that's where the party is at.
So we're going to have a time. So you're formally invited. We'll be in Bloomington, Illinois. And if you can't make it, you will be able to catch some of it on Comcast and sponsored by Life Entertainment, lifeinentertainment.com as well. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm excited, girl. We got Lizzie Smith show here. That is going to be fantastic. I am so happy that you will be doing a live show. Yes, it is exciting. Wow, celebrating a wonderful anniversary. 3 seasons, ladies and gentlemen. 3 exciting seasons. And we hope that you've been enjoying the ride with us. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell so that you can get notifications. You don't want to miss out on any episodes coming up. So in the dating world,
I have a question for you.
Oh, she got one for me. Oh,
Have you ever experienced a guy use, what the term, I don't know if they still use this term, like a wingman to swoon you? Like, so they sent their guy or someone to kind of like set up the play so that he can come in. Have you ever had that experience?
No.
No. Okay.
Just you?
I actually have, and it was kind of like weird, but because I think that is, that works for TV, but in real life, if you can't approach the lady, then maybe questionable about your bravery, or I don't know. I wouldn't want
cojones.
Yeah.
What up, Lil Ninja? Shout out to Lil Ninja. She says, "Hello, ladies." Hello. Yes, he should have some more nerve. I think that it's important for you to get a chance to see what he would think about. Where's his creativity? He don't have no idea.
Right.
Surely he can do better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, should be motivation enough. Sagittarius. Hello.
Right.
What's his zodiac?
Do you always? I didn't ask him because we didn't even get that far with that. But
he didn't.
No.
She said,
"Do you always use the signs to determine if this is someone that you may want to pursue or be involved with? How much of the birth signs do you use to determine if you're going to involve yourself with a partner?"
Well, from my point of view, it's a good icebreaker. So no matter what the zodiac sign is, it could work, but it gives me a little perspective, gives me an idea of what I might be getting myself into.
Right.
Because them things don't lie. I'll tell you what, and this has to do with characteristics. 99% of the time, if it's a Cancer, they will not like me. And so I already tell the guys, I'm like, oh, I was like, we might be talking for like a little bit, but you're gonna easily go find you a Scorpio, and that's probably what you should do.
Well, I don't. I don't really get too much into it, but it's just a fun combo starter. I think it's fun, and sometimes, yeah, like you said, it'd be telling the truth, but I'm willing to give anyone a chance. Some people, they just don't like. I'm not compatible with this sign. No, as soon as they see the sign, it's X. No, don't give a chance. I think that might not be smart. What do you think about that?
To give an X on a
not give a person a chance based on their sign.
Oh no, yeah, I give a person a chance, but they gotta really they gotta prove me wrong that my when all the signs that because I'm like, oh, okay, you're this, okay, you're that. Oh, that's great, and it really is great. But now, it's again, I know what I'm getting myself into. I got an idea. I'm like, okay, this person got a temper. Okay, this Taurus, hard-headed. I get it. This Pisces, they might whine a little bit. Just it gives me an idea what I'm getting myself into. There's just some people born at a certain time of the year that just have certain bad habits that how they say everybody, they get a reputation for a reason. But some of the zodiac signs get a reputation for a reason.
True.
And it does depend on the month, because us November Sagittarius are different than the December Sagittarius. There's a difference.
Right.
Are you November or December? I forgot.
December 13th.
December what?
13th.
My niece is a December. They're very kind of laid back. They observe longer. They like the longer, not meaning slow. They take their time to observe. They take that they're like analytics, and which is a good thing. And I'm the very talkative November one. So you can see.
Bring that question up. She said, the question I think Elizabeth asked, if a date wasn't going well, would you have a friend call so that you can leave?
I remember this. This is a very popular question. I love this question. We always have fun with this one. What do you think, Giselle? If it's not going well for you, you gonna hit the road?
It depends on the level of not going well. So if it's getting creepy, those types of vibes, I'll go to the bathroom and get myself out of that situation. But I wouldn't be objective to a friend calling me, but I haven't had to do that before. I haven't dated a lot either, but I wouldn't be objective to doing that. So I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't try to
believe, Giselle. Contrary to what some people believe, asking a Sag out on a date is tough. Good luck.
Really?
Because 99% of the time we say no. And if we say yes, we wish we said no.
Oh, man.
That's because what's out there. It's like, you're like, oh, man. Show me something impressive. And then, I want to be impressed. I want to give me something rare. Give me a rare gem.
Right.
You show me a man in a suit.
Oh, that's your thing, huh?
A suit, oh man, a suit.
Yeah.
And he sits proper. My robe is coming down.
Wow.
Boom. I'm like, yes, honey, yes. Do I need to take a trip or what?
Dressing up sometimes is important because people always want to be casual or laid back, but it's I have a friend, she would go on dates, but because the guy, he didn't have any formal attire, she would kind of dim her style down because she didn't want to be overdressing him, but she has such fashion sense and beautiful dresses and sparkles. I said, nah, you better put that style on. I mean, maybe, I don't know, and then it also was an issue that he couldn't dress well as either. So she discussed with me how to approach him with that, what he was wearing, and and she kind of felt embarrassed about those things. I said, well, don't feel embarrassed about that, but it's nothing wrong with helping him develop his style better. But yeah, it's important for a man to have a suit or two, and then so long as you have a few different button downs, you can mix and match and make multiple outfits. You should be able to dress up sometimes, go somewhere without jeans on all the time, or
Exactly. I love that top of yours. You see?
Oh, thank you.
That top. Oh, too. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that top.
Yeah. I like to dress up. I have a lot of heels. So I definitely like to dress up so most of the time. I'm not even like a gym shoe person. I barely have any gym shoes. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get even more spicy because we just wanted to just keep hanging on. So here we go. We are welcoming TV and movie actress currently streaming on Tubi, Apple TV, and Peacock with over 15 plus movies. And she is a published model. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Shanta Renee Smith to this awesome platform from Her Point of View talk show.
Welcome to the show, Shanta. Is it Shanta or Shanta? I'm sorry.
Shanta.
Hello.
I love it. Hey, look at, oh yes. Come through, Queen. How you doing? Now she look froze right now. That's a nice pose though. That's like
she's on the road right now. She's actually filming, so she's gracing us with her presence right now. So we appreciate her coming on.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Busy schedule.
Taking the time out of her busy schedule.
May is so busy for everybody. My have mercy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we're here tonight. Dang, never that we got to be here. We got what she said. Oh, she said, ladies, what do you do? Okay, we saw that was it looked like there was two questions. Nope, there was just one. Sorry. Umbria Wheeler. God, I hope I didn't slaughter your name.
Umbria.
Umbria Wheeler.
What did she say? I can't see the question.
No, it's not a question. Just say, hey, y'all. And then,
hey.
Yep. We love to interact with everybody in the comment section. We love you all so much. Thank you again for being here and supporting this show, this platform. Again, if you would like to be a guest or sponsor, you can go ahead and send an email at herpointofview@aol.com.
Well, while we're waiting for our guests to get in, she's, like we said, she's actually on the road. She's in between filming.
Right.
She is a movie actress. So it is very appreciated that she's taking the time out of her busy schedule to be with us today, to have some girl chat. So while we're waiting on that, we hope we get that up because we would love to chat with her. I do have I did want to ask another question about narcissism. So this seems to be trending a lot online these days as well. So there are a friend of mine has dealt with actually several guys that tend to have narcissistic traits. So what is narcissism? So they say people that lack empathy and take no accountability. They love bomb often just to have their way, to just reel a person back in, but there's no change in the anger or the lack of accountability or lack of communication that they offer in a relationship. There's no change. It would only be brief just to get you, to keep you. And they're very angry. Maybe because they're not where they want to be in life, or maybe some jealousy is playing a role in that, because maybe the woman may be doing better with that. But I actually have several friends that have had some very tricky situations. And even when talking, as she said, like she'll list out what she's requiring, which is not much, which is the basic, respect or things that you would want in a relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
he's making excuses for that. Or if she lists out what he did and what she feels that he's doing wrong, he's blaming her for it. Like I said, no accountability. So it seems that a lot of men, if they're not full out narcissistic, they have a lot of narcissistic traits. And
Tendencies.
so, yes, and tendencies. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, how is this? And then they were saying, like, because I was like, they were saying that there's really no way with a narcissist. But I was saying to my friend, I was laughing about it, I said, but hey, narcissists need love too, so who gonna love them if we all just leave them? And so they even have a game plan on how to deal with them. If you're going to be with the one, like, there's a whole game plan. Like, you have to just, like, kind of be soft spoken, not to calling them out on their wrongs. So that's kind of like tiptoeing and being on eggshells if you're going to deal with them. I would not want to do that.
That's
but
like
I guess
dealing with
some
a
people are
child.
willing. Yeah.
That's like dealing with a child that you
Right.
gotta coddle for the rest of your life. And people
Yeah.
do that. You know, there is somebody for everybody. There's a type of
Right.
person who is built mentally, spiritually, and physically for that type of individual, where they won't feel sorry for themselves because they understand that type of individual and what their needs are. And Lizzie brings up a good point. She says some people is due to how they were raised.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Either way, there's somebody for everybody. You can't
says
keep
you
a
can't keep
narcissist
a-
happy.
Mhm.
You can't be happier or anything than them.
Right.
And there's people that are built to deal with that. I mean, you got to remember, there's people who are built to take care of a disabled person for the rest of their life. The person could be missing a leg. They could be, you know, a mom taking care of their disabled child for the rest of their life. Nobody could do it better than that mom. I know people like this. And, you know, because I will not speak from not and no experience. If I've never experienced, I ain't going to say nothing. But so shout out to everybody that is loving a person for the rest of their lives and they're able to deal with it. I mean, that's a lot. But it's not a lot for the person who can deal with it. You know, I thought I was going to be one of those people that was going to deal with, like, I was going to be like in nursing or something because I love to take care of disabled folks and people who just needed help. Mm-hmm. But eventually I said, you know what? It was wearing me over time. Over time, I didn't have the endurance anymore. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. I said, you know what? I can fool a person into thinking that, hey, you know what? I got the endurance to take care of a person for the rest of their life. But I'm like, boo-boo, you just got me on a good day. I had me my cold brew. I had some water and a good meal. And you got me all my stamina's up. But then you want me to come back the next day? Ooh, I'm going to let you down eventually because you're going to be like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like, I'm tired, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Talk to this shit. You know,
well, at least you could be honest with that and not just stay in it, or, you know, like, so that it wouldn't affect the people that you were dealing with, and the same in a relationship. Lizzie says that you'll break under them and they'll have no remorse. She says, go back to the other comment. She let hers go. Oh, she's dealt with that. The whole other level. I let mine go because my mental, emotional, and physical body was in harm's way. Wow.
And you definitely don't want to. I think it's kind of like dealing with a narcissistic relationship. It's almost like the same as when a person is in an abusive relationship and then they leave one for another, and it can take time. I mean, Rihanna went through that with Chris Brown, and she it took her a minute to grab her man, you know, the one. She's happy now. Look at her. She's fine. She's selling Fenty.
Yeah.
You know, so kudos to her. Pursue your dreams. A relationship shouldn't hold you back. It should help you blossom. You know, your significant other, sign if you can't.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Sign if you can't is significant other. So if the
Sign if I
person
can.
is not a partner, you can't see a future with them. You're not on one accord. It's always bickering. It's like you're walking on eggshells. Then this is not the other that you need. This is not the significant other that you need in your life. Yes, abusive and narcissist. He did both. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now,
and it takes
sure
a while to get out of that hole of mental. Even if it was only mental, it takes a while to get your mind back right and to even like want to deal with someone, because some of that trauma you can carry with you, and now you're just you have trust issues, or you have fears that someone's going to be the same way, or there may be triggers if they do something similar or that's reminiscent. All right.
Ding, 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 ding. She hitting it. What do you think, Liz? And it's good that we have people in the comment section who can relate to any of these serious case scenarios. Don't be shy. You're helping other people heal when you share your testimony.
Right. It's always good to talk about it too. So if you hold it in, it's good to have a friend to talk to. Sometimes, even though maybe the friend is going through similar things, for some reason, being on the outside of the fence, you can offer more of a support system and maybe a clearer view to help a person than if you are actually in the shoes. So sometimes vice versa, you may be in a hole yourself, but you can help your friend better than you can help yourself. And then you can lean on your friend to help you out of your hole. So it's good to have friends or someone to talk to, whether it's a therapist. But some people don't have that. Some people are isolated in their relationships. Some people, they don't even let them have friendships or be in contact with their families. Some of these people are very controlling. And so when you can get out of that situation and get to talking to someone and get yourself out of that situation, do that at the first time that you can. Because that's never good. Someone that, there's men that make women only look down. I've seen that. Very jealous of communicating with other men, even if you're just working with them. Very insecure.
Why were you talking to him? Why were you talking to him? Why you look at him? You got something going on. She says, Bendito, I'm still struggling, fears, trust, etc.
Right.
Bendito caramba. Listen, I love you, Liz, and I believe in you. And I'm not just saying that, dang it. I love you. And I think, Lily times two, I love you too. I think it's difficult for some folks when they're so used to the abuse. It's hard for them to accept real love and recognize real love, because they've had so much of the fake that now they're like, I can't tell what's real and what's not.
Right. And even if you come out of it, I don't even think you can ever fully trust. Like, maybe some people can, but I would always have like a side eye or something. You gotta at least until the coast is clear, then you can let your guard down. It's unfortunate it has to be that way, but it has to be that way.
It has to. It's the way of the world. Liz says, my ex was controlling, and it's not always easy to exit a relationship, as some people may think. Oh, yeah. Especially if you're in a marriage already, it's like you got to find your way. Like, okay, now how do I break this? There's children involved. There's this.
Right.
Now, it's so much. It's so deep. Relationships are difficult, but you know what? When you find your person, you'll know. You'll get the uts.
Right. Right.
She says Ambrea. Okay, Ambrea. Listen, I'm about to say umbrella.
Ambrea. That's one of my besties.
Yes. That's my best friend. She a real bad I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
What does that mean? Like are you're always on edge if dealing with someone else? Is that what that quote means? I'm a little uncertain.
She says it, I'm thinking about her foot.
Yeah. Man, there's people out here crying. I have a thing where I wouldn't want no. I don't know. I guess this is a fear because I guess maybe seeing stuff. I wouldn't want like no man around my children. Like I wouldn't like. I'm kind of scared about that, and I definitely wouldn't leave my children. Like people be getting so comfortable in relationships, be leaving their children with the boyfriend and say, oh no, I would not, could not, should not, and won't. Won't do that. I read this tragic story. This is different. This is another level, but they were married before, but they're ex. He's the ex-husband, and they have a son together. I believe the son is 6, and she had 2 other children from her previous marriage, and this just happened recently. So something happened to the son in the hospital. Well, he was in the hospital. And the mother was there with her other kids. They're divorced, so he came up to the hospital to see the son. And he said he offered to take her other 2 kids to get something to eat. Now they're divorced, but so she let them go, to just take some of the weight off her shoulders for whatever the situation was that was going on in the hospital. She let the 2 kids go with him. Do you know what he did? He unalived the 2 kids. I believe they were 11 and 9 or 13, something like that. There were 2 girls. He unalived them and himself. So when I hear stories like that, my God, it's very sad. It's unfortunate. It's traumatizing. This just happened right before Mother's Day too. She let him take them to get a bite, and he did that evil. It seems like he wanted to hurt her. So he took her other children from her. He took his own self and left only what he created with her. Kind of like it's a statement in that. So she had to go through her Mother's Day, with this situation. So my condolences. And so when I hear things like that, it just makes me even more heightened with the way I feel about not having. I don't care if he was stepdaddy, left alone with my children. And I don't think I would ever change that.
Yeah, it's as mothers, we put our children first before our own lives. Yeah. Because nature does it, you see a mama lion, you see a mama tiger, a mama deer. Of course you have some animals in out there that forsake their children, but we're not talking about those ones. What you say, Ambria?
Not saying anything, showing them a lot of attention. Are you talking about the narcissists?
Yeah, probably the narcissists.
Because that applies, definitely.
When you found the one, you get the oots. Yes, I did just get some watching Beautician and the Beast. I love that movie. It is good. Hi, Jasomni. That's my baby. That's my baby. She's gonna be 20. She's gonna be 20 in August of this year, ladies and gentlemen. Young little lady.
Okay. That's almost in the big leagues.
That's mini-me. Oh, my sweetheart. So then
so you say sometimes these men, they need supplies. They need they feed off a supply of women. And now there are narcissistic women too, that they have to have a supply. They got people in the pocket. People they don't even like they have to have something to fall back on. Like, so if something goes wrong with you guys, they'll be over there, but they'll still be love bombing you to get back over here. But all in all, they're still keeping this circle of people because this is what gives them the energy, and this is how they operate. A lot of them do. Definitely.
Well, you know what I'm gonna tell you. You going on a date, you over here. They're gonna have the men falling all over themselves. That top and that beautiful hair. Look at that hair. Your hair always pops. I love it. She always come on point. She do me proud. Oh. Yes, Sag Squad. What? It's been a good life so far for us women at this time. These chapters of our lives, dating is, I think, smarter. Now, some guys may say to you, "Oh, well, not you just got your standards are too high. You're too picky." My guy. years ago, you probably would have said, "Oh, you need to, be more picky." And maybe I should have, but it's happening now. So
Right,
it's
right,
not being picky; it is smart.
right. Definitely.
Smart. I done dodged myself a bullet. I mean,
Mm,
one of the guys I was speaking to, and I'm not gonna say names because I don't do that. We don't do that on the show. We love you, okay? So
mhm.
one of this guy that I know that he's a great guy. I'm like, wow, he's such a sweetheart. However, something was off-putting, and I'm pretty sure anybody, when you go on a date, the first thing you think of is, okay, are we gonna vibe together? You're not just looking at the exterior, but you do have to look at the exterior because it kind of gives you a perspective of what's to come.
Right.
I was able, with my nose, my eyes, and my ears, and everything else, I was able to tell he had a lot going on here in his mind and in his life that it wouldn't work between us.
Mm,
My daughter, I will always again put her first.
right.
And she would want me with somebody who, yeah, is going to make me happy, but she would want me with somebody who is not going to pass something on to me.
Right. Right. Right.
So I had somebody done help me. I was like, yo, I'm like, she didn't even know. Girlfriend of mine was like, yeah, you didn't hear that. What's his name? Got this girl pregnant with something. And basically, I was told for so many times the BBL girls, the girls with the BBLs, don't clean themselves very well. Well, what about the
Mm,
guys that don't clean themselves very well downstairs, and then they hook up with a girl, and then they get her sick with something funky?
right. Right.
Twice he got her sick. I'm like, say what? Oh, I dodged me a bullet.
Right. Right.
Because I'm like, I love this guy. He was a great guy. Thank God I did not get intimate with this person. I didn't even go on a date. And I
Mm,
just with my instincts, the smell. I'm not into smoking.
mhm.
Sorry. So for anybody out there, you got your medical stuff, that's fine. But I just can't be around it because I get sick. No, for real, I do.
Right. Mm,
I do. The ciggies, they like inflame my sides here, like where my ear is at, like right
yeah. Mhm.
the ear canal. It'll get like inflamed and stuff.
I just
And
don't want to inhale that.
I
I
don't
just don't
want to
want to
inhale
inhale.
it either. Yeah, we sing like we don't want it to dry up in here. We need these pipes to be
Right.
working.
Right.
I want to have a nice youthful voice. I don't want my pipes all burnt out. What we got going on here? Oh, and by the way, yeah, there was another question that was actually good. I'm sorry, Lizzie. I was like, it was two separate questions, and I had thought that they were the same ones. It was, ladies, what do you do if your date's friend shows up to join you unexpectedly? Do you stay or finish the date? Like that's if the friend shows up.
The friend. Um. I mean, that would be very weird. I mean, it would have to come to a point where they are going. If they were just joining to just like stopping by and then going to another table, then yeah, but not just like third wheeling unexpectedly. Unless we
That's
know each other. If we know each other and we
Mhm.
all really are knowing each other, but not some new experience or getting to know a person's stage and then a friend
Mm.
showing up now. Especially if it's a male, an extra male showing up, because now I'm thinking, and then I don't know you guys. I don't know what you guys are trying to do. But if we know each other, then yeah, but then yeah, give us our private time. But speaking of friends, I did want to say, she said I saw a video about malignant narcissists. I was like, what malignant? Yeah, they have all types of coined terms for these narcissists out here. And man, I guess because people are finding out and putting a name and a title to certain behaviors. That's why it's just trending. But speaking of friends, I did want to say, have you ever dealt with someone that had a lot of female friends that he claimed were just, friendships, and but you feel like there maybe a little too close for comfort, or hanging out too much, or getting some type of vibe from that person? Or do you know someone that has dealt with that? And what do you think of friends of the opposite sex? And like, what's the levels to it that you would tolerate? So have you ever had that, experienced that? And what do you think of someone having that?
I have experience going on a date with a guy. I thought we was hitting it off, and he apparently had friends, like he was rubbing it in that the friends that he had, and a lot of them were girls. I saw more girls than I saw guys, and they were in their cute little bikinis and their booty cheeks hanging out, narguita. And then they want to come over here, and they're like taking pictures with him with their thigh all over his chest. And I'm like, y'all just friends? Are you related? Is that your cousin? That's your sister? Y'all really close. Like,
right.
Are you dating? Is it an ex-girlfriend that you used to smash? Like, what?
Right.
And it was like he was only showing me those pictures to rub it in, like what kind of chicks he hangs out with, so that
right,
if I'm not feeling him or I'm not into it, if it doesn't work, he don't give a crap. And he was also rubbing it in that he took care of his mom, and that he had his mom living with her, and that most of his friends have jobs but don't even need jobs. So he did too much. He was a Libra, and he did too much. And he just rubbed in too much. It was just, I was like, if you're so secure, why you gotta rub so much stuff in my face? You might as well take your butt cheeks and say, look, Lily, do you see anything else you like? And I'll be like, no, goodbye.
Right. If a guy is trying to rub in your face, like the type of friends he has, and he's like showing you their bodies or something, that means that they are looking at that themselves. So what type of friendships are these? And it's as well, and then that says a lot about his character. I wouldn't deal with that. Now, I don't have a problem with someone having friends. It's just levels. So you can't be no friend and you hugging all over no man, and you got your booty cheeks out, like you said, you know what I'm saying, just hanging out, just, or a little too close for comfort. Ain't no private hanging out.
I wish I said no to. That was one of those dates I wish I said no to. I wish I didn't drive all the way out to go see him. And then he asked me some stupid question. He was like trying to show how smart he was, I guess, by saying, well, which way are you taking, the long way or are you taking a shortcut? Because it says a lot about your personality. And I'm like, well, I would like to get there soon so that I can date. And I'm very.
Did you say that? You said that to him?
Yes, I said I would like to be punctual. Am I supposed to delay?
Right.
It's just the way he made me feel wasn't good. What there was nothing this dude said that made me feel good at all. It just felt like every moment I gave him a chance to try to even talk to me. And it didn't start that way. He came up to me. I was at the club, and he came up to me, and he said, I did not even want to be at the club. I was so tired. It was years ago. And he says, what's a pretty girl like you doing sitting by herself? And I looked at him like, hi. I was like, boy, please. Then I gave him a chance. I was like, yeah, I'll give you my number. He says, you're gonna lose my number if I give it to you, right? I'm like, I guess we'll find out. So I gave him my number. He gave me his. Next thing you know, dude called me. We did talk. We had good conversations. Somehow, when I said I would not meet with him at 3 a.m., he would be coming super far, like Kissimmee-ish, Kissimmee, Florida, all the way where I'm at, which that's like that's a 2-hour and something minute drive. He asked me to come out, and I'm like, are you here? He says, no, why don't you come to me? And I'm like, I'm sleeping, dude. I was asleep and I was thinking maybe he has something important to say.
Right.
Dude called me at 3 a.m.
Oh no, those are them hours.
So then I said no.
Mm-hmm.
When he asked me, so you won't come out? I'm like, no, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I think you
So
should
he
do
was
the same.
outside your house, or he was just trying to invite you somewhere?
He wanted me to drive to go see him.
Oh,
at 3 a.m.
absolutely not. Oh, no.
I'm like, what? And it was like, because I wouldn't, it was like I failed some kind of test or something. So then afterwards, he started to treat me bad.
Yeah, he sounds like a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like one.
Yep. So I dodged it because I was like, I just stopped talking and I just blocked him altogether. I'm like, I'm just over you, Jerk. Oh, he was a dancer, like a hip hop dancer, like the ones you see dancing in the street, like and swinging on the pole, like they all that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I won't hire you, hooker. So, anyways, well, we got the comments loading late. Oh, okay, that's all right. We always get back to everybody's comments because we engage with the audience. We love y'all so much. Thank you again for being here. She says, yes, females gave off vibes. Some ex made out with. I don't care if he had friends were opposite sex.
Yeah, I don't care either, but it's just like levels to that. Ain't no solo going and hanging out, and it has to be, like a boundary with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't invite me to even hang out with his quote unquote rich friends. So I was like, I'm just done with this dude. And then there was other guys that they just it taught me a lot, and I was very surprised of what it taught me. It taught me there are a lot of insecure males out there. Because why would they be doing so much?
Right.
I'm like, I hate to say this, I'm a fairly easy person to impress if you are coming with it for real, But when you doing all this extra, boo-boo, you're going to have to keep it moving because I ain't got nothing else to say to you.
Yeah, a lot of men are insecure because some of the reasons are there's a lot of women that are more financially stable than men or have their own more than men. Not all, but a lot of women tend to get on their feet. And so there's some men that are behind, whether they're having those mental things that are keeping them behind or struggling or trying or not trying at all. And so they'll try to live off women or use women. They keep a couple around, for the benefits. And then they'll also try to bring you down as well to, I guess, bring you down to beneath them because they recognize that you might be doing better or you might have some type of joy about you. And that's something that they want to take from you. I don't know, to have some type of control in the relationship. And so they'll bring you down mentally, physically, emotionally. I read about that as well. This man admitted, he said, I would try to bring her down to break her confidence. He literally said this out his mouth. I was like, wow, there's some people out here, some conniving people out here.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it's not.
I don't see what's the gain in doing that.
Is it that guy? He's I think he's a YouTuber. He's got a lot of followers, and he's a known narcissist.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Lizzie does. I sent him to her before. Remember, Lizzie? You and I know Mm-hmm.
Is he the guy that gives all the advice and he was married, but he was cheating on his wife? Is that who you talking about?
I know that I know he's not ugly, but
oh man,
inside he is, and that's a turn off. I don't like cocky. I don't like cocky, narcissistic, arrogant, obnoxious. It's not sexy to me,
Mm-hmm.
Show me swag, gentleman behavior, show me kindness, It's easy for anybody to be a jackrabbit,
Right.
but to be a Prince Charming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Bring that comment back up from I Said It. I think that's real interesting. If you're in a relationship, how long would it be until you told your partner to go get a job if their business is not working out and they're living off of you? Yeah, I said it. So, man, if you're in a relationship and the partner is maybe trying to do something, but it's not working out, or maybe not doing anything at all, how long would you tell before you tell them to go get a job? What would you do? What would you do, Lily?
I got an answer for that. Okay, so there's a few case scenarios. One of them, I would say, if I'm supposed to be a partner, I would say, hey, listen, babe, let's sit down, and I kind of want to get involved so that to show you more support. I have some ideas to help this lift off and take off the way that you want. You'll see it prosper. You'll see it bring in the financial abundance that you're looking for it to have. So I might have ideas as his partner, which I think any partner ought to be able to get involved, because that's real support. You see your partner struggling and it's not work. Well, what the heck? Have you had to sit down and talk with them and say, hey, babe, I got some ideas to help make this work? Instead of sitting there and talking about that ain't gonna work. This is what the person's passionate about. Sit down. Let's talk about how we can make it work.
Right.
I want to see you win. I want to see your dreams come true, and I want to be a part of it. I'm your biggest cheerleader. Like what? Because I want you to do the same for me.
Right.
You know, and
it's
I need
okay
you
to let the person have the floor to try to like pursue that full out. But if it's getting to the point where now, okay, they're living off you and now you're financially struggling, or it's just becoming too much or overwhelming. And then maybe you are investing, maybe you are helping, and things are just not so like there's no return and things like that. It's okay to know that there will be losses. Nothing just takes off immediately, but if it after a certain extent, a certain time period, I do think that they should not stop pursuing it, but you know, maybe some type of part-time income would be, you know, would suffice, would be very helpful for them to help fund what's going on, or to bring something back into the pot over here, but still pursue it, you know. So and then and then after a certain period that's not working out, it's okay to switch up the plan, but some type of income would have to be coming in after a certain point.
Right. The business has always got to be taken care of first before we can really enjoy and live out the dream. So if the dreams can come true, the business aspects have to be all in order, well thought out, strategically.
Right.
That way there's
sometimes
big losses.
Yeah. Because sometimes you do need your full dedication, and then working a full-time job it takes away from what you may really be trying to do. So, you know, it's okay to take that chance and go for it. And then there'll be failures. If we're partners, we're in it. But after a certain time period, you may have to get at least a part-time to help, you know, as you still try to pursue. So Lizzie said they got 2 weeks if they
yeah, they got 2 weeks.
Yeah. But some people aren't attempting anything. They're just like or just having a lot of dreams without actions and living off of people. And that can't work. We need, you know, you got to do something.
You can't
have dreams without actions and no income coming in at all, ever, at any point.
Yeah, because then your dream ain't processing.
Right.
Now it gets so bad, you're broke, and instead of getting a job, they want to put up the house because they believe.
Ooh, wait. Oh, man. If this was not something, so like they can believe, and if we both believe, if we were both believing, then it wouldn't have been getting to that point. You know, something would have been more, it would have been some types of success that this would be worth doing if putting up the house was ever an option. But if it's just like everything is failing and the money is going down the drain and you want to put up the house no, we can't do dumb things like that.
Some people, what's funny about that, I think I know where you're going with that, Liz. I think she says, I know about that. I said, because there's she says, show that you want to attempt something, but if you know the partner is struggling, find a way to do something. Yes, find a way to do something. What I was going to say was that if you remember how, like, there have been families in, music history who they had a nice house, they had jobs, but they decided to pursue that music career through their children, Selena, and they lost the house and they had to start all over again, and they hit the road as a family. They prospered, obviously, in the end.
Right.
So sometimes you can fall real hard, come back super almighty.
Right. True.
Just
sometimes it is worth the risk. Sometimes some things are worth the risk, and you got to go all in. It's like now or never. There are some moments, but there has to be something to believe in besides your word, especially if the results beforehand were failure.
Mm-hmm.
Putting up a house, okay, you can put up a house if you guys, because some people may do want to evolve and go somewhere else eventually, and putting up the house, you're selling it, you're going to get money, so, and then you can get into something else. So it's not like you're just going to lose out. If someone is willing to do that, then I wouldn't tell them not to do it. It just that depends.
Pull that right back up. I said it's one partner can't decide to make all decisions.
Right.
The partner is just supposed to do whatever the one other partner says. It needs to always be mutual discussion.
Yeah. This has to be like with the Selena case, they all went on the road. They went. So now we have this team. We are moving this machine.
They didn't want to. The children weren't even interested in music. The father was living his dream through his children.
Oh wow, yeah.
And the mother said, the mother's like, they're just kids. Just let them live. But it was worth it. Some things are worth it.
Right.
And harsh realities are always going to be there. We can't run from harsh realities. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't live in fear. The whole point of life is to live.
Exactly. Don't keep putting off what you want to do. You got to do it eventually. So you can't let your job consume your life to where you don't even get to attempt your dreams. So.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Now, see, my question is, you meet somebody, right? And they tell you that they do not believe in, like, let's say that they slow down on making beats, making music. They slow down on doing anything fun. They said it's not realistic. They use the word realistic a lot. And they say it's not realistic to play games, to do this, to do that. Perhaps they don't have time because they are struggling to make ends meet. What do you say to someone like that, Giselle?
So if let me just make sure I got that correct. If the person doesn't have time to pursue the dream,
he tells you, woman, I don't have time to hang out. Woman, I don't have time to do.
Okay.
It's not realistic. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to hang out with friends. I don't have time to, work on my music.
So what are they using their time to do when they're telling you that?
Just work and feed themselves.
Well, then, how do they have time for a relationship? There has to be time for extracurricular activities. It can't just be all work, no play. Especially in a relationship, that's how distance starts to get created, or people start to
exactly. And don't you think that a person should be working on that stuff with friends too? If they can't hold down some friends, how are they going to hold down a romantic, intimate relationship?
Well, some people don't have friends, so I will say that. But if you don't have time for at least your partner in the relationship to hang out with friends or to hang out at all with each other, and it's just all about work, then how are we going to keep a relationship? There has to be time, you know,
Right.
for
Especially, you
dating,
know,
for quality time, conversation. There has to be time. Some people, and this is what tends to happen, especially when people have kids and they're with each other for a long time. The romance and the dating and all of that goes away. Now we're just working all the time, or we're tired and taking care of the kids or whatever, or whether there's no kids or not. You can't forget about each other because it can't sustain.
right. I
Right.
got a question. Have you ever heard of a mass majority of men, apparently males, really desire Asian women, Korean, Chinese, Japanese? What do you think about that? Like, is that just a fetish that needs to just go on mute?
Well, I mean, people can like what they like, but if it's like so sometimes it is a fetish or like a trend, like people hopping onto, because they're like, what's going on right now is they're calling each other the passport boys or something like that, where they're going overseas and getting
Oh
wives or
yeah,
getting those
yeah,
girls
yeah,
and
yeah,
things like
yeah,
that. So that's like a
yeah.
fetish, a trend. They're like, oh, we're gonna make it, we get them BBL, we're gonna make this girl be, and then and they're making a joke out of that, but they are really doing that. So some people are joking, but
Yeah.
some people are actually doing that. So
Like I
back
said, I
to,
want to add her to my roster. Oh, I always want to hook up with an Asian chick to add her to my roster. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like your
right.
roster? You making women sound like objects, my guy.
Right. And then a lot of those women, because, they know that they're the different cultures, like some people might be more soft or easier to control. So that's why
Yeah,
they do that. So those people
that's what I got.
are
Yeah,
trying to control. They don't have the best intentions. If it's a fetish or something that they're doing and it's the only thing that they focus on, it has to be someone from overseas. It has to be someone that's Asian. That's like all that they're after. Then there's a motive with that. But
hmm,
if you just like someone and you meet them, they're of another race, that's fine. But a lot of people have motives for controlling and or how they want their children to look. And I don't think
yeah.
that's
Because the
genuine.
question is like, why would you say that you want that particular woman? What's your motive? What you just said. What's your motive? You've got to have a motive if you're gonna go overseas and get a certain type of ethnic woman that you have no connection to.
Right.
But you just literally said to me, you just want to have that on your roster.
Yeah. That's
What?
unfortunate. It does happen. So
It is unfortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight for another deep conversation. Awesome episode. We are so sorry that the lovely, amazing, talented Shanta Renee Smith wasn't able to join us tonight. Again, people stay busy. They busy because they want to release their art to you. So we understand. We shout out to this queen. Many blessings. We hope to catch her in the future. Some of the cultures understand what they are used for, so they can support their family. Yeah, I guess, But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. If you want to check out any of my work, my films, my music, all that jazz, my crazy dancing, you can go ahead and look up Lily the Goddess and find me on all social media platforms. And don't forget to check out Miss Co-host over here.
yes, guys, I would love for you to check me out as well on social media at Jizzy Worldwide. That's GIZZY Worldwide. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel here and follow us. We're on Instagram and Facebook from Her Point of View. And please give us a like, a follow, share. And until we meet again.
Yep. It's brought
Good
to you
night.
by Acid Movement. We love you. God bless. See you next time. Cue dance. I gotta raise it up too. We gotta do some snapping, put some like, I don't know. That's Do we have a good show? What's it say? It says, yes, definitely. I like you. We don't say bye. We say ciao. See you later. Cheerio. Anything like that. No bye-bye. Don't forget to flop your foot, Liz. Beep, beep.